It will be my honor. This is a high. His Grace, you will also be asked. I must be. Knowing that, I see. It will be my honor to show you the ready charges for the worm hunt. The choice is yours. This is a high honor, Arisen. See, you do not take it lightly. Here are the details. Wondrous tidings, Arisen. The Duke is to grant you an audience. His Grace wishes to commend you for your valor and your service to the land. Know, however, that any errand you have taken on will be left to another to complete. You will also be asked to return your writ of permission to join the hunt. If you have aught left undone, pray tend to it afore you come to see the Duke, sir. I must be clear. Your audience with His Grace will put an end to any current tasks, and you will be asked to return your license to the worm hunt. Knowing that, are you prepared to see His Grace now? You are quite certain? No tasks left incomplete? No need for the license to the hunt? Understood. Then pray, enter the castle, sir. A guide awaits within to see you to His Grace.
Duke Edmund is a famed hero who drove away a dragon of his own. This audience is proof of his cooperation.
dragon come, there's not a man in the city cares about the state of his garden. These days.
The noblest of convictions can't fill a man's belly as well as the basest coin, eh?
Please, sir, I have a job. You'll go no further.
Tonight the fisher knight leaves the humble shores of home for the heady depths of court. Pray, let this token from humble Festi garner favor with the leviathans within. Oh, tut tut, no time for thanks, friend. The Duke awaits. Sail on, dear knight, sail on.
Look at the brave knight.
Come no further, sir. Pray, go and pay your
Pray, do not play a greater fool than I, sir. I do not welcome the competition.
Word of your feats has reached us here, sir. You've the worm's own strength to cleft the Hydra's pate in one blow. No doubt you'll prove more than equal to the dragon. I await tell of your next victory.
I am called Mirabelle, sir. Lady-in-waiting to my mistress, Eleanor. Newly come to this place as His Grace's bride. A duchess now she is. 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I cannot fathom His Grace's waste of coin on such festivity, while our defenses stand bare. Just the same, I'll not refuse his wine.
Longevity can seem a curse when it means living to see such time.
I'll grant such gaiety may unite the men and stoke them to greater valor. But do we truly have the time to lend such pursuits with a dragon upon us?
If Duke Edmund judges morale that important, I'll attempt to enjoy myself.
I fear your crown outshines my own. By my command, every road in Grancis shall be open to you henceforth as a member of the Worm Hunt. May your efforts help deliver us from the shadow of the dragon. As long as that damnable beast draws breath, I'll fain accept any help on offer. All right.
So this is the Arisen. I see no difference in your mane than any other knight. What is it you possess that sets you so apart? A hidden strength? Good fortune?
I'll not rest my hopes on any. All we can do is...
I cannot fathom his grace's waste of coin on such...
I'll grant such gaiety may unite the men, but do we truly have the time?
Arisen. Hail, sir. It seems you truly stand apart from the rest of us. Some sneered when I presented the Hydra's head. Said it was your feat alone that won it. In truth, I cannot deny it. I had no hand in it. 'Tis plain fact. But what of the enlistment corps, then? What meaning does our fealty hold? I have no answer to give my men. To give myself. Pray leave me. I fear I will be well drunk by eve's end. Pray leave me.
The Duke has seemed different of late.
The sovereign of this land ill comprehends the urgency of the danger it faces. This eve's empty pomp is ample proof. All gaiety, without a hint of real concern. I'll allow, 'tis well understandable. A people numbed by 2 generations of peace cannot be expected to know true resolve. 'Tis a lesson taught by fire and sacrifice. Pray let his grace learn before the fire takes all. But I ought not speak in such bold terms before his grace. I've naught else to... I've not...
The Duke has seemed different.
Danger stalks the capital even now. Are the rest of you truly blind to that simple truth? Danger stalks the...
Let us speak another time, sir.
I've heard talk. You're the Arisen, eh? It's quite an honor to be employed by the Duke himself.
All through my reign, I foresaw the coming of this danger. And so I gathered men into armies, stones into strongholds. I readied for war, and then you, Arisen. You came to us, and the dragon with you. Pray, think on the meaning of that, and of your duty.
Even as his guest, I'll thank you to keep your distance from his grace.
Arisen, I would speak with you, privately. This is not the place. 'Tis a conversation best had after dark. Meet me in the courtyard by night.
If you've no business with the Duchess, I'll ask you to go no further, sir.
carry on in your endeavors for the duchy. As long as you've the will to fight, I shall see you are granted the...
I leave me.
Ah, the glorious return of the inimitable, the indomitable, the unforgettable! Scratch that last one. Who were you again?
My. Apologies, dear warrior. But to see a face austere as the castle walls adorned with this... Still, 'tis more agreeable than the endlessly dour air of most of my husband's sawn swords. Valor dwells in the heart, after all. The brave ought not need their raiment to speak for their mettle, no? Hail, dear warrior of the lovely helm. I fear I am remiss in asking your name, sir. Arisen? You must forgive me. I fear I am grossly ignorant in matters of war. I had thought all who fought shared the title warrior. But again, you must excuse me. I am Eleanor, come just a few days past as a bride to the Duke. I pray you will serve my lord husband faithfully, Sir Warrior. I presume the crown you bear is a mark of your station as the Arisen? I must apologize for my laughter, good sir. I assure you I meant no disrespect. You would gift me your crown, dear warrior? You are far too kind. I shall cherish it. I shall pray for your safe travels, sir. Until we meet again, dear Arisen. I shall pray for your sake. Until we meet again. I shall pray for your safe travels, sir. I shall pray until we meet again, dear Arisen. I thank you from the very bottom of my heart. Until we meet again, dear Arisen. I thank you from the very bottom of my... Until we meet again, dear Arisen. I thank you from the very bottom of my heart. Until we meet again, dear...
By decree of the Duke, you are to be allowed free passage into the castle. This right extends only to your person, and you are advised to comport yourself fittingly. A grievous breach in conduct will see you removed from the castle, or worse. You will take your orders from the Duke's Chamberlain, Aldous. Speak to him for further instruction. May the Maker see you on to further glory, sir.
How fared your audience with His Grace, Arisen? Aldous Ludric Sorn at your service, sir. I serve as a Chamberlain in the Duke's court. As you may have seen for yourself, it seems His Grace is unwell. In truth, there is worry enough to make any man's head ache. But I fear he ails of worse than worry. Perhaps I ought not speak further on the matter, for my own well-being. I am charged with assigning royal orders, tasks of great import issued by the Duke himself. Pray forgive the bother, but I ask that you come to see me here in the castle whenever circumstances allow you to take on assignment. The future of this war is murky, sir. May your efforts help to bring its end into sight.
Well, let us pray for a brighter future.
Are you a warrior come to help his...
Well, let us pray for...
As if we hadn't called...
Even so.
You are to see me for your assignments, and I speak for His Grace on such matters. My word is his. As such, any task deserves your full and immediate attention. Pray, make your choice, sir. No doubt you're aware, the roads are ever more overrun with beasts of every stripe. The threat has only worsened since the dragon's coming. Trade has suffered, citizens have died. A company of the land's finest sword hands have been gathered to thin the creature's numbers. It is no perfect solution, but it is a start. I would ask you to join them. There's been no end of reports of caravans bearing tribute bound for Grand Soren being waylaid by monsters. Among them, the direst threat is posed by the Griffin. It is not a creature easily quelled, but we can ignore it no longer. Hence the company of elites. And now it seems they are prepared to face the beast. They stand in wait outside the castle gate. Go and speak with them for further detail. I fear this may be a long battle, sir. May the Maker be your shield. You are to see me for your... I speak for his... Pray, make your choice, sir. In that case, the weight of duty...
May I be of service?
Arisen, sir? I bear a message from Milady Eleanor. She would speak with you, sir. In private, if you please. Some would raise an eyebrow at such a request, given Milady's vows to the Duke. I trust... forgive me, Arisen. I must learn to hold my tongue around proper company. Pray, find me tonight in the castle gardens. You should know you are the first companion Milady has trusted since coming to this. I imagine she has all manner of subjects she would discuss with you. So indeed, yes. I ask you meet me at the castle garden. That is, if it please you, sir.
I've heard of the party being gathered to slay the Griffin. Sir Georg and the others from the encampment are among them. The men who fought the Hydra. They're touted as elites, but the fact of it is they're mere sellswords. The harshest tasks are often left to such types, or to the men of the enlistment corps. 'Twas but a short while we shared, but they were men under my command just the same. I would gladly fight alongside them now, were it possible. Alas, the Duke has other use of me.
I shall await you in the castle courtyard after dark. Tell no one of your...
Salutations, sir. Sir.
I don't know aught of dragons and such. I just do as... You should know you are the first companion, so indeed...
You'll go no.
My, what's this?
What errand could demand an audience so late?
Well met. It pains me to burden you, busy as you are with the royal orders, but there is aught I would speak of with you. 'Tis a cause of worry, though I speak only for myself and not as Chamberlain. Might I beg a moment? Skeletons have been sighted near the capital these past few days. Elsewhere, I've had no end of reports of secret meetings among the zealots of salvation. I cannot help but see the two as intertwined, though I have no evidence to prove it. Still, I'll be damned if I allow their kind to go corrupting the minds of good people for want of evidence. Arisen, I ask this as a favor. Will you look into these events and hunt out any thread that connects them? I believe I've learned where the cult meets. I've made note of it. I ask you begin your search there. Go and learn what...
The worm hunt is a farce. Do you really take yourself as a match for the bee? I rather hope you do, for the city is full of fools with grand expectations for the great Arisen, such as you. I wish you the...
There are troubled
Let's
folk
prepare
here
well
as
for the road ahead.
Perhaps you might speak with him.
Many of these are like to be homes of members of the Duke's court.
Well, I hope, sir.
Someone in the castle must be the Knight's champion. Who?
Night is come. I feel as there was aught we were to do this eve.
What?